13 of the semester. This week, you only have one assignment that's actually due next Sunday, the 25th, and that is research number 1. And I just want to remind you what that is about. You're to use at least 3 sources, maybe 4, and you can find these types of sources on the Sierra College database, such as JSTOR. Develop 3 pages of notes, at least, and a preliminary outline with the thesis statement at the top, using your analysis from the sources. You will submit your notes and your outline together. The outline should come first, and it should be very obvious what your thesis statement is. So put that at the top of your outline. Now you're going to be using research number 1 and also number 2 that's due in 2 weeks. And it's very important that you take good notes and allocate sufficient time towards developing your thesis statement and outlines. Okay. You have 3 other assignments listed this week, but they're not due for 2 weeks. Okay, first one's the magazine article review from the modules. Second one is Bedford Handbook 16 and 17 for 10 points. And then your River Reader entries 15, 16, and 17 for 30 points. So you might want to get those done this week, but they're not due until May 2nd. Okay, I want to remind you more about the research paper. I would reread that prompt, and some of the main points on that are to, first of all, decide on a topic, and it needs to be a controversial issue, and you need to take a side, either for or against. For example, the death penalty, for or against. Euthanasia, for or against. Gun control, for or against. And it doesn't have to be that simplified. You can take a facet of your topic and develop a for or against approach. So what you can do to you working on your research paper is to do research number 1 and then start taking more notes. In 2 weeks, you'll have research number 2 due, but you can start taking more notes and start working on your works cited page once you have at least 6 sources. When you take your notes, be sure to, if you quote directly, be sure to put quotations around your quote, and to make sure you know the author or the title of the article for when you use it in your actual paper. So what you could do this week is read ahead on your note, on your sources, take more notes, and start thinking about your essay. One thing you want to look for are counter arguments, a side of the controversy that conflicts with yours, and you need to determine those counter arguments and how to refute them, how to argue against those counter arguments, because in your essay you'll need a paragraph on counter arguments. So you're doing research 1, that's getting a start on your research paper, and you need to reread your prompt for your research paper, and then start taking more notes and working toward a works cited page later this week or into next week. So those are the main things that you're working on this week. The research paper is coming down the pipe here pretty soon. So have a good week. Get started ahead on your assignments that are due May 2nd. And I will talk to you next week. Take care now.